off-limits kit for the WORX Landroid. Now this includes the off-limits module, which connects to your Landroid, and also 4 16-foot lengths of magnetic strips. You can also buy a kit with extra magnetic strips if you run out. Now this is what the magnetic strip looks like. It has a yellow line on one side. They say to install it so that's up if possible, but it actually works in all orientations, including sideways. Now this is going to give your Landroid some additional control and a few extra tricks. I'm going to show you how I'm using it. Now first, if you have large objects in your lawn, trampolines, boats, etc., you can just run the off-limits strips around it, and it will hit it and make a 180-degree turn without running into whatever objects are there. The other thing you can do with the off-limits kit is create shortcuts so the Landroid doesn't have to traverse the entire border before returning home. To make it work, you have to cut the magnetic strips approximately 20 centimeters long and place them 30 centimeters apart. And when it hits them, it'll make a 90-degree turn. This one area in my property, the Landroid would go over the border wire because the hill is a little too steep. So what I did is I ran the magnetic strips parallel to the border wire about 1.5 feet away. So when it hits it, it's going to turn around. When it gets in back of them, it'll trim that area also, but it won't go over the border wire now. Previously wrapped all these trees with border wire, making them islands. And that works fine. It won't bump into them, it reverses, but when it comes time to go home, if it hits one, it's going to circle around 1.5 times. And that can cause a problem. It'll get stuck sometimes. The off-limit strips, even if it's trying to go home, it'll hit one and then do a 180-degree turn until it finds the border wire. I'll put a link to the off-limit kits below. There's 2 different versions, so make sure you get the correct one for your Landroid. And depending on your model, the module either installs in the center or over on the side. So when you're doing your shortcuts, make sure to place the strips below where the module is installed. I'll also put a link to the additional magnetic strip. You're probably going to need that if you have a lot of trees like I do. I'm planning on wrapping all those. There you go. That's the off-limits kit for the WORX Landroid. Highly recommend it. It gives you a lot more control. I wish I got it sooner. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos about Wi-Fi and tech products.